So let's get into a demo. Here we're going to start creating visuals for our Passion Sports tracksuit ad campaign. And the goal is to create a set of branded visuals using Adobe Firefly. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open up Firefly and then we're going to get to work. So the first thing to notice is this is the area that we're focused on. We want to make sure that this drop down is on image because you can also generate videos, but we haven't got to that stage yet. This is the particular model that it's going to use to generate the image. And Adobe has a number of different ones that we can use. And they all, were created at different times, and they have different levels of features that they can apply. So in this case, we're going to pick Firefly Image 3 because I've used it before and I know it will produce exactly what I want. In this case, for the hero image, we're going to go for a square, something that we could show on Instagram. We'll leave these settings at the moment. Haven't decided yet if we want to be 3D anime cartoon. We're just going to see what the AI is going to come up with. So once that's all set up, in here, this is where we're going to type our prompt. And so here's one I prepared earlier. So we've said we want a sleek black and gold athletic tracksuit displayed on a mannequin in a modern studio setting, soft shadows, premium brand aesthetic, realistic photography style. And that's about all we need to say to the AI. So click generate. So at this point, it will ask you to log in if you don't already have a login. So now that I've logged in, it's going to set about actually generating our images. So we'll give that some time and then we'll come back to it. And there we go. So as you can see, we've got 4 generated images, exactly what we said. So we said we want it to be sleek. You can tell from the fit that it is. A sleek black and gold, it's definitely that. Athletic tracksuit, you can see that. And it's displayed on a mannequin in a modern studio setting. Soft shadows, and it's got a premium brand aesthetic. Realistic photography style. I think that looks very realistic and very premium, so I'm definitely happy with that. So now the next thing to do is actually refine the prompt for our brand and for our brand style. So the way we're going to do that is, well, we know our brand's called Passion Sports. We know it's black and gold branding, so we want to edit the brand slightly. We also want to put it in a different setting, like so. So now it's going to generate us 4 more, which are a black and gold premium sports tracksuit displayed in a clean modern gym this time, with metallic gold accents and dynamic lighting, professional product photography style. So there you go. Got the same items in a completely different setting now. And that might bring it to life a little bit more for our potential customer. Now what we can do is show it in some different scenarios. So we've said the tracksuit displayed neatly folded on a reflective black surface with high-end retail lighting. Let's generate that. So there you go. It's not got the colors exactly right there, but you can see that it's got them stacked up, well folded. So if we now go back and we choose any one of these, what we can do is we can go to the next level for this specific image type. If I paste in the exact same prompt and click generate, colors came out a lot better. It's a lot more realistic and it matches with the original design. So that's the benefit of actually going in and editing one particular image. Now, what if we actually want to see a lifestyle shot? Now we're saying we want to see an athlete wearing the tracksuit mid-run on an urban track, sunrise light, energetic and empowering mood. Let's click generate. And the beauty is now we know that we're fully focused on this version of the tracksuit. And here we go. So now we've got an image that matches exactly what we asked for in our prompt. Obviously, there are various different things we can do to give the person the kind of actions and the character that we want. Next, let's create a storyboard frame for later video use. So here's the prompt. We want a dynamic composition of a sprinter in motion wearing a gold trimmed black tracksuit, cinematic lighting and motion blur. So let's generate that. So there you go. That's what was created from this prompt. So now We have an image of the tracksuit in a gym setting, futuristic. We have it folded. We have someone in mid jog, someone in sprinter motion. What we can do now is we can download all of these different versions of the image. So click download. So there you go. We've now downloaded the images. Now let's go back to the main page. Another thing that we can do is we can always use a reference image to influence one of our other images. So if we've got a few images together and we see that there's something we like about one of those images, we can now go back to our original concepts and influence those based on this new image that we've got. So let's do that for a second. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to use one of our previous images as a reference. So what you can see here is that for every image, you can choose either the composition or the style to use a reference image. And so what we're going to use is we're going to create a new image and base it on one of our existing images. So first of all, choose as reference from our device. We'll go to my desktop and find it. Let's use this mannequin one, upload that. So what that says is that we're going to use as a reference, we're going to type in a prompt, and that prompt will use this image as a reference. So the prompt we're going to put in is, we want an image of the same style, different pose in an outdoor sports court setting. So what it's done here is it hasn't exactly created them with the exactly same colors. If we add it into style, there you go. So now that we've added it into style, we can see that's the exact same colors, but just in different settings. And what we want to do now is we want to make it region specific. First of all, we can edit one. So let's say we go into here, we want to pick this one, paste in our prompt, which says the same black and gold tracksuit photographed in a minimalist Tokyo gym with clean white walls and soft daylight. We get a message here saying that Adobe is using something called partner models. So in other words, they're using other models with companies that they partner with. So I'm going to say okay on that one. Fine by me. And now we're just waiting for it to generate. So again, we said we were focusing on the minimalist Tokyo gym with clean white walls and soft daylight. Then we can say the same tracksuit on an athlete jogging behind the Seine at sunset. The Seine is a place in France, a river in France. And we are saying that the mood should be elegant and modern. So let's go. There you go. The next one we want to do is for Brazil. So let's say an athlete wearing the same tracksuit running on a Rio beach at sunrise, vibrant and warm tone. Generate that. So there you go. Now we've got someone running on the beach wearing the exact same tracksuit. We've now got a person also in the tracksuit, which is helpful because we started from a mannequin. We then went to the mannequin in more of a minimalist setting, and then a real person in France to a real person on a beach in Brazil. So I could change this to say, during the day. See what it comes up with. So let's go over what you've learned. So to wrap up, you've now created your first AI generated hero product shot. You've produced multiple visual styles for one campaign. You've used prompt engineering for brand consistency. You can generate images for a specific locale, a specific country. You've built the visual foundation of your upcoming video ad, and you've got some shots that you can use on social media if you want to, or just literally to show your concepts to people in your organization. And that's that. See you in the next lesson.